So in this video, I'm gonna actually do something different than I usually do. So my challenge is to upload 100 consecutive days on YouTube. And since I started, which is I think since the 6th of March, I've been able to do that. But uploading daily and making a video daily has been kind of a struggle. So not everything goes as easy, as simple as I thought, because I would like to share some values, some lessons that I've learned. And not all days there's something that I actually learned. There's not all the days that I have actually worked or did something to tell about, or to talk about. So then I started thinking, like, what can I do different? And in this case, I've thought of something that would be nice to share some value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build uh, I'm going to do a series of live building, and we are actually going to expand on my personal dashboard. It's a good reason for me to keep myself accountable, um, not only to me but also to you, to the viewer, so that I am constantly working on my personal dashboard. So that will improve. I will learn new things and you can follow along and see the journey. So right now we are pretty much at the starting point. There's a basic. So like there's already a dedication setup. There's already some stuff working. It's a nice foundation to build upon. So I'm actually going to make a series where I just go and build. So in this video, I'm going to dive deep with you on how I research, plan my features ahead. And based on that, the following videos will be put online every single day. So let's dive into it. So here we have the dashboard right now. And here we have the terminal. I actually switched to anti-gravity since I heard some good things about it. So I thought, why not? And let's make the switch. So right now it looks pretty much the same as Visual Studio Code because I literally just have the terminal open. But I think here you can also open the agent, but just in this case, Gemini 3.1. For now, it's not needed. We are going to start here. So yeah, let's dive into it. So if you are a long-time watcher of the channel, you know that I am a big fan of using voice to text. So in this case, I'm using Aqua Voice. So what I would like you to do is plan the upcoming 10 features ahead for this personal dashboard. The video, um, the features that will be made need to be smaller features. They don't need to be overextensive features because I'm gonna document and record everything. Everything is gonna be um, put online. So I want the features to be smaller so that I can record them into one video and actually have one short video of about 10 minutes average. Let's say between 5 and 15 minutes that I can put online without much editing, where I just actually do like a live build and we just ship quickly and we iterate. Of course, there's gonna be some stuff that is not documented because I cannot put everything online because of security reasons. So for now, it's easier to make it um, like not everything is documented, but the features and the most important thing with the main lessons, they are documented. Can you start Flow Next interview mode, make a plan, and we will dive in this together. For now, the focus is 10 small upgrades and features to this existing dashboard that we already have. All right, so we did it. This is the prompt. And for now, we wait until response. So as you can see, it starts the Flow Next interview mode. Yeah, keeps on thinking, and when it comes back, I will start recording again. All right, so let's move my head to the right side here, and we will actually do the interview mode together. So it already has some stuff here. What would I like to do? Um, yeah, I would say we will do for now new functionality. I think that will be the main one and also the most interesting one. We could do some other things for now, but let's start with new functionality. Um, and also, I'm gonna do one thing because I want to upgrade the proposal generator. So for the most part, I want to leave everything as it is right now, at least for the receipts and the data. But what I do want is the client proposal generator. I want to update that because the quality of the outputs, the thing that actually matters, isn't well. It definitely it's below average. Let's call it that as it is. So I want to have a very nice and very clear output that the client, when he or she sees it, when the company sees it, I want them to be instantly sold because the actual client proposal guides them through the whole process of what we have discussed up until that point, and they have clear they have everything they need to make the decision at that moment. So and there's a lot that needs to be done. So the client proposal generator is the big uh, exception from what already stands. So we do need to focus on this, but for the most part, we focus on new functionality, such as making this a more complete personal dashboard. So there will be something like tasks that will be integrated, like a small task manager, like a small habit manager, something to put your goals, something to track important dates. I do have a lot here on my whiteboard actually, and I want to put well, some stuff that is more dynamic, that changes more. I want to put that also here in a way that I don't have to update it a lot. So yeah, yep. So here we have this. We send it next. Yeah, let's do a mix of both. Some videos can be longer and some can be shorter. So what I would like to do is, of course, have my goals. I want to have important dates here, habit tracker, and task manager. They all pretty similar, and probably there's like so many people building their own task manager. So I'm gonna be one of them. Also, um, I already have a task manager that I'm not really looking. Well, I already have a task manager that I'm not really using right now. So, and this dashboard I am using right now. So, in this dashboard, my attention is already here. So then I'm thinking, why not add something simple? So not too complicated. I definitely do not want to overcomplicate things, but something simple that just reminds me visually in a place that I'm already looking. So yeah, just a little side note about building my own task manager. So let's go to the second one. So for the proposal generator updates, yeah, I would say, oh, um, all of the above. Yeah. Yeah. So in this case, let's actually just do everything. So yeah, you know what? Let's do the following. So what I would like to do is, so what I would like to do is go through everything. I'm just giving you more context, more ideas on what to do, what to build, and some videos. like not everything is going to be finished in one video. There's going to be multiple iterations, but I would say one iteration we can do in a video that takes about 5 to 15 minutes with some editing. And then when that is done, we uh, we can do like a next iteration and first upcoming video, or we switch to another uh, like another sub feature or actual feature, and the video where we iterate on the feature that you worked on, the first one, be- is a few versions of few videos later. So it makes it also interesting to keep on watching, and it keeps the barrier of making the videos very low. So I would say I like option one. So indeed go wide, but yeah, yeah, that's hmm. Yeah. So there was a small issue with the recording that went away, so I just pasted it again. So it's literally double the paste, so double the words, but I've added some words along here. So let's save it. Yeah, let's do Xeno backend and submit. Yeah, let's do some manual things first. Yeah, so this is also one thing that I've been thinking about, and let's go for personal because it started with groceries, but now it's actually slowly evolving to something more. So I've also renamed the project, as you can see above here. It's now personal dashboard instead of receipts because it started with processing my receipts. So now we're just going to split it between personal and business. So here we have this. I would say let's just go for that. Um, yeah, let's actually do about 2, 3 because that allows us to move faster. I think if we do it all in one, it will be pretty short. So 2 or 3 is perfect. And then once we have some more concrete results, we can also keep on building, or we get some new insights, which allows us to change direction and build on something else. Let's see. So for the task manager V1, yeah, just very, very simple. So yeah, let's just do like a checklist style. So for the habit tracker, I would say we just do a weekly view because that is easiest. That also puts my habits online, which is also nice for accountability. So that makes me more likely to execute my habits. So it's gonna be win-win either way. Yeah. So in this case, we're gonna keep it simple. What kind of dates are you tracking? Yeah, there's gonna be a few things. So let's just do like birthdays for now. It's gonna be a bit different. It's just some ideas that I have, and I will iterate them later in the upcoming videos. So for the output design, I'm gonna go for this one. So maybe you're seeing a pattern here. I just usually go for the simplest version, with of course the details that I think are important, because simple is often easier to build, less likely to have mistakes, and probably after it's been built, simple or complex, there's going to be things that you want to change. So it's easier to change things when you have a simple structure than when you have a complex structure. So in this case, we would go for, yeah, so it could be pretty much uh, anything. Let's just do, let's pick option one. You know what? Let's do this. For now, let's just do the most simplest thing there is. I'm not sure of how this is going to look like. So for now, we're just going to keep it simple. And once we have more features built and we are further along in the series, more details are going to start to come up to answer this question properly. For now, just keep it simple. Yeah. And if I get the option to skip something for the V1, there is usually there's more than a 90% likelihood I'm gonna press that button and skip the V1. Yeah, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. Let's just start and go with it. For now, I think once the nine features have been built, more things will be clear. So if it's not clear right now, we can just leave it for this and continue. To be honest, for me, it doesn't really matter which one. So you can choose. Yeah, I would say I like to split my API groups in Xenu, also because of security, but also because it's easier to visually see and keep things separated. Because, for example, for now, there's like one endpoint for tasks, maybe two. But if we start to iterate on it and we go further, like we have different task overviews and we start doing other things with tasks and we start connecting them to other things, and of course, you want to have CRUDs, so like create, read, update, delete. Well, in that case, you're going to have easy 6 to 10 endpoints. And if you have that for multiple combined, yeah, then you're looking at a list of maybe 30 endpoints. So for that reason, I would like to keep them separated in different API groups. So let's just do, in this case, one per module. Yeah, let's decide the model later. All right, so as you can see, it has everything needed. It will now create the epic and I will come back when it's ready. All right, so here is the plan for Flow Next that is created. So in this case, I'm just going to say, let's research it. And now we wait. Yeah, so right now it's launching all the research scouts. So it's a matter of waiting, but I wanted to show you a little bit of what's it doing behind the scene. All right, so in this case, it's probably gonna go on for quite some time. So let's actually cut it off for now, and I will publish this video. In the next video, I will walk through the first feature and start building on that one. That way, you don't know which one of the nine or actually 10 features is gonna be the next one. So this is how I iterate with FlowNext and its interview mode. So hopefully you saw something of how and also learned something. So hopefully you learned something about how I used Flownext and its interview mode. In the next video, I will share with you. So right now it's continuing to do some research, planning ahead, and analyzing anything that is currently in this project. So I'm gonna stop the video for now, and in the next video, you are going to see what the first feature will be from the series. So this is the start. This is the plan. The next one are going to be more hands-on, more practical, and more visual. So in this video, you saw how I use Flownext and its interview mode to plan this series ahead. If you have questions, drop them in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.